Network. Lions quarterback Jared Goff officially signed his 4-year, $212 million extension with the Lions on Thursday and said his main priority with his new deal was the security the no-trade clause offers. Goff adding he's now more focused than ever on bringing a Super Bowl title to Detroit. Vikings tight end TJ Hawkinson told NFL Network his progress from a serious knee injury he suffered in Week 16 last season has been incredible, but there is still no timetable for his return. Hawkinson put up a career-best 960 yards receiving in just 15 games in 2023. And veteran defensive tackle Michael Brockers officially announced his retirement from the NFL after 11 seasons spent with the Rams and Lions. Brockers, a former first-round pick of the St. Louis Rams, last played for the Lions in 2022. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started Wesley Financial Group to do one thing, help people get out of their timeshare nightmare. When you buy a timeshare, the timeshare company can raise your annual maintenance fees at will. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Want out of your timeshare? Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
It is a Friday, 17th day of May, 2024. I'm Carroll. In the newsroom, it's Jared. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
Hey, it's just another gorgeous day.
Beautiful day.
Okay. And when you look at the forecast, the wind, it's going to be breezy, but hey, nothing we can't handle.
It'll be just right tonight.
Yep. Well, the animatronic Munch's Make-Believe Band is being removed from 400 Chuck E. Cheese locations. They'll be gone by the end of the year. Okay, now, think about this. Okay, somewhere, someplace, there's going to be a huge warehouse full of thousands of former Chuck E. Cheese animatronic robots all lined up, waiting, watching, plotting. Don't you know?
AI, man. Those animatronic robots, who knows what they'll get up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when the kids were little, I can remember going to Chuck E. Cheese against my better judgment. But anyway, yeah, and to me, Munch's Make-Believe Band was nightmare fuel. Boy, yeah, kind of scary.
Couldn't figure out exactly what animals they were supposed to be.
It's been so long, I don't remember, and I'm trying to continue to erase it from my memory banks. Oh, well. Anyway, Beyonce revealed she recently cut her own hair. Yeah, and here I thought today was going to be a slow news day, right? Oh.
It's like a 12-year-old or a 10-year-old cutting their bangs or something.
Yeah, well, I think typically that's going to be a 4 or 5-year-old.
4 or 5-year-old, yeah.
Okay, look, Mommy, look what I did.
Look what I got, yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. Oh, well.
With the safety scissors, you know.
Yeah, and, you know, that was the little girls. The little boys were too busy eating paste.
Yes, and bugs.
Yeah. Okay. Birthdays. Oh, before we get to birthdays, let's look back in history. On this date in 1881, Frederick Douglass was appointed Recorder of Deeds for Washington, D.C. Now, let's speed up the clock to 1954. The U.S. Supreme Court unanimously ruled for school integration in Brown versus the Board of Education of Topeka. The ruling declared that racially segregated schools were inherently unequal. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but Frederick Douglass High School on the east side of El Centro was the segregated high school in in El Centro.
Oh, that's some history right there.
Yeah. Anyway, that era has gone. Birthdays today. Actor Peter Garrity is 84. Singer Taj Mahal, 82. Drummer Bill Bruford of Yes and King Crimson, 75. Singer, guitarist George Johnson of the Brothers Johnson, 71. Actor Craig Ferguson is 61. Actor David Eigenberg is 60. Musician Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails, 59. Actor Paige Turco, 59. Actor Hill Harper is 58. Singer Jordan Knight of New Kids on the Block, 54. Actor Santil Ramathurthy is 50. Actor Kat Foster, 46. And actor Taj Mowry is 38. Actor Nikki Reed, 36. Actor Levin Arambin is 34. Local birthdays coming up.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Isel Gonzalez, Sienna DeLuca, Barbara Bishop, Tony Weber, Katie Johnson, Julio Gutierrez, Juan Campos Sr., Olympia Flores, Charlie Garcia, Gustavo Munoz, Judy Hamilton, Julissa Serrano, Kay Neves, Melissa Ramirez, Nicholas Cordero, Sandy Uriz, Sergio Lopez, Charlene Coffey, Susana Salgado, and Peter Pena. Happy birthday from KXO. And we're heading into a weekend, and a busy weekend. Events going on all over the valley again. And, well, some people looking forward to next weekend, which will be a 3-day, if you play your cards right, a 4-day weekend with Memorial Day. So, just to give you a heads up. So, what was that?
So you got to use that extra sick day or vacation day.
Yeah, whatever. Or just don't show up.
Just don't show up.
Yeah. And in the news in the world of high finance, Warren Buffett bought 26 million shares of the Chubb Insurance Company. Now, since this is the era of proper pronoun, Warren immediately changed their name to Pleasingly Plump Insurance Company. Got to be correct. Okay. We've got news. We do. We've got to look at World and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
News. Chaos on the 405 freeway in Southern California as a driver who led officers on a pursuit through Santa Monica into West LA crashed head-on into multiple vehicles. This man in the middle of it.
The cop car was swerving to get everybody to stop. We all had stopped. And then out of nowhere, that white van just came careening into us and collided with everybody, and that was that.
Suspect exiting the van, climbing on top of a big rig and sitting on the hood until being taken into custody by officers. 2 officers were injured and hospitalized. A UPS driver shot and killed while sitting in his truck at an industrial park in Irvine.
So this area is industrial. It's usually pretty quiet. It sounds like, based on witnesses, this is his normal route. And that area where he was shot was actually where he normally takes his breaks.
Gary Davies with Irvine Police. A suspect taken into custody. Not clear if the 2 men knew each other. Sentencing day for David DePape, the man accused of attacking former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband with a hammer. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines will continue after this.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
CBS News special report. The world's top golfer arrested in Kentucky.
Step back. Back up.
ESPN rolling as Louisville police handcuff Masters champ Scottie Scheffler. They say he refused officers' orders to stop his car after a shuttle bus hit and killed a pedestrian near the site of the PGA Championship. James Colgan with golf.com.
He attempted to explain who he was and why he was trying to get onto the golf course, but I'm not sure that information quite got to the police.
Scheffler's attorney, Chris Romines.
He's charged with assault seconds and criminal mischief. The assault seconds actually fell. We'll just let it all play out. That's the extent of what we know. It's moving pretty fast at this time.
And we just learned a detective's been hospitalized after he was dragged by Scheffler's car. Scheffler back on the course now where he birdied the first hole. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
Looking for something great to do this Saturday? The Imperial Valley Social Justice Committee cordially invites you to join the festivities of Asian American Pacific Islander Month this Saturday, May 18th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Central Community Center. There will be entertainment and vendors for the whole family. So come out to the Central Community Center at 375 South 1st Street between 1 to 4 p.m. to join in celebrating the Valley Asian American Pacific Islander heritage.
And it's page one of the local news. A service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Planning on heading out of the valley on a road trip? Well, head into Quick Lane. Make sure your car is running right. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
And local news, 67 pounds of cocaine found at the checkpoint. Here's George Gale.
At about 2:50 p.m., a car approached the checkpoint and a Border Patrol canine alerted to the vehicle. In the secondary inspection, the driver admitted to having marijuana and a firearm in his backpack. After the marijuana and firearm were removed from the car, a second sweep by the canine was conducted, and again, the dog alerted to the car. Agents noticed the floorboards had apparently been tampered with, and a further search led to the discovery of an aftermarket compartment that contained 25 packages that contained a total of 67 pounds of cocaine. The driver, firearm, and the narcotics were turned over to Drug Enforcement Administration for further investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Blue Angels making a change. The U.S. Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron trains in the Imperial County. The Blue Angels winter training at NAFL Central has been going on for more than 50 years. When they return in January, they will have a new leader. At a recent press conference in Pensacola, Florida, where the squadron is home based, there will be a new commanding officer in 2025-2026 seasons. Commander Adam Gilligan Bryan will succeed Commander Alex Armatas and assume command following the end of 2024 season in November. The Blue Angels traditionally arrive at NAFL Centro on January 3rd to begin their 90 days of training. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
And an arrest follows traffic stop. Here's George Gale.
Imperial County Sheriff's deputies assigned to the Winter Haven area on routine patrol attempted to stop a vehicle. The driver failed to yield, and that led to a pursuit. When the vehicle finally did stop, the driver attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly apprehended. A search of the vehicle led to the discovery of a shotgun, bulletproof vest, and various types of ammunition. The driver was arrested and booked for evading officers, possession of the weapon, and other charges. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And Monday will be Monday with the mayor. On Monday, May 20th, El Centro Mayor Sylvia Marroquin will be at Viva Antiques and Estate Sales at 495 West Main Street in downtown El Centro at 5:30 p.m. The mayor and city staff will be available to discuss any issues pertaining to the city. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather is next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. And while your car is just sitting there at home or at work, their mobile van will come and service your vehicle, and they don't charge extra for that. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers.
What do you get when you combine the fun of a day out on the golf course with the thrills of bowling a strike or two with the excitement of hitting a jackpot on your favorite slot machine? What do you get? All the fun under the sun. And that's what you'll find and more at Cocopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton. Plan it all at CocopahResort.com.
Local news, page 2, and weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Changes continue in Calexico. Here's George Gale with that.
Mayor Gloria Romo was ousted this week. The new mayor is now Camilo Garcia. A city council in Calexico had to bypass Garcia to name Romo as the mayor. Since then, the backers of that move have been removed themselves. Raul Ureña and Gilberto Manzanares were recalled and removed from the council. It is not known if Garcia will serve a full year as mayor. There are reports all 5 city council seats in Calexico will be on the November ballot. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And Womanhaven celebrates next week 46 years of advocacy. Womanhaven will be celebrating their 46th anniversary. It'll be Wednesday, May 22nd at the Womanhaven Thrift Store on Main Street in El Centro. It'll run from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The public is invited to attend and learn what Womanhaven has to offer and learn how they operate. Staff will be on hand to meet the public. Learn about Womanhaven resources, special deals in the thrift store, and free popsicles for the first 200 visitors. The Womanhaven mission is to promote a comprehensive response to domestic violence, stalking, and human trafficking through community outreach and education prevention, intervention, client support services, and safety and shelter services. And El Centro Library offering something unique. George Gale with that.
They also have new travel books available for checkout. They are for novice to intermediate hikers and travelers. Southern California Library Cooperative grant provided 21 backpacks that can be checked out for up to 3 weeks at a time. A patron is able to check out the park pass along with the backpack, good for hiking at state parks. Library also added new books on hiking and dozens of travel books to places near El Centro, such as San Diego and as far away as Europe. The backpacks include a trekking pole, binoculars, a compass, survival equipment, and more. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And June is Pride Month. Kxo to celebrate Pride Month. Kxo Recreation has 2 events planned. On June 3rd, they will host Paint Night. It is a fun-filled night of artistic expression to individuals 16 and up. The cost is $10, and that includes all the materials needed to participate. On June 6th, it'll be Pride Month open mic and pop-up exhibit. Individuals of all ages are invited to showcase their talents through singing, dancing, poetry, short stories, painting, drawing, etc. It'll be free to participate. Both events will be held at the Carmen Durazo Cultural Arts Center. Paint night starts at 5 p.m. The open mic night starts at 5:30 p.m. Call the Recreation Department to secure a spot for paint night. And special fundraising event this Friday, Imperial Valley Desert Museum hosting a special event. Friday, that's tonight. The event is for adults only. It is a wine tasting and silent auction. It'll be held at the Ivy Food Bank, Imperial Grove. It is located at 486 West Ayton Road in Imperial. Tickets to the event are available at Eventbrite. The event will run from 6 to 9 p.m. Street parking will be available. KXO News Time, 7:48.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6 with specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more? Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. May specials include sangria, birria melt, and $5 bottles of Corona. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says high pressure will increase over the region into the weekend, leading to even warmer temperatures, with the Imperial and Yuma Valley seeing highs top out at or just above 100 degrees today and tomorrow. A dry weather disturbance is then expected to move through the region during the first part of next week, eventually leading to temperatures closer to normal through the middle of next week. Clear to mostly clear skies are expected each day, while breezier conditions are likely Sunday through early next week. 99, the high of the valley yesterday, 68 our overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 103. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Increasing clouds this evening with a low around 73. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 100. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, increasing to 10 to 15 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 99. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, increasing to 10 to 15 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. 75 degrees, 57% relative humidity, wind out of the west, 325 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in the valley, daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course happy hour, 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
Your health is important, so keep yourself and your family covered with Medi-Cal. Medi-Cal renewals will be happening soon. So if you have Medi-Cal, make sure you don't miss any important renewal information. If you've moved in the last 3 years, check and update your mailing address, email address, and phone number. Learn more at keepmedicalcoverage.org. That's keepmedicalcoverage.org. Paid for by the California Department of Healthcare Services.
The news on vapes talks a lot about the technology and teen use. But parents need to know more about the dangers of nicotine. So know this. 1. Nicotine is a poison that can rewire teens' brains. 2. It can increase mood swings. 3. It can limit attention and learning. So even when it comes in new tech, nicotine is brain poison. Go to undo.org for more.
It's sports time. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action last night. The Timberwolves, did they embarrass the Nuggets? 115 70. Yeah, that series tied at 3 games each. And coming up today, it's the Knicks and the Pacers. New York leads that series 3 games to 2. In other news in the world of sports, yeah, you've heard about it. Yeah. Scotty Scheffler arrested and, booked and made it back to Valhalla Golf Club in time to tee off today. But we'll have an update on that coming up in the next hour.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And taking a look at a abbreviated Major League Baseball schedule, it was the Yankees shutting out the Twins 5-0. Mets slipped by the Phillies 6-5 in 11 innings. Rays topped the Red Sox 7-5. Pirates nipped the Cubs 5-4. Astros over the Athletics 8-1. Are the A's in Oakland, Sacramento, Las Vegas? I have to check. And the Reds dumped the Dodgers 7-2. Oh, getting back to the PGA, Tiger Woods was 1 under after 16 holes of his opening round at the PGA Golf Championship yesterday. Yeah, and then he had some issues with a putter. And that's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's a look at financial news with a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Highway, El Centro. The Dow Jones Industrial Average broke past the 40,000 threshold yesterday for the first time ever, fueled by an encouraging inflation report. The blue chip index briefly crossed the key threshold in morning trading before falling back below the line in the afternoon, closing at 39,869, down 38 points. All 3 major indices closed lower yesterday. We'll update where they are today, just ahead. Meanwhile, it's not just the meme stocks that saw a resurgence this week. Beaten down clean energy stocks have rallied. The iShares Global Clean Energy Exchange Traded Fund, which tracks sectors from renewable electricity to semiconductors to solar energy, has gained roughly 3%. Plug Power shares have climbed 33%. Enphase Energy shares have gained 8%, and NextEra Energy has climbed 4%. What's behind the rally? President Joe Biden raising tariffs on $18 billion in Chinese imports. So what's happening on Wall Street? Well, right now, we're looking at green, the Dow up 50 points at 39,918. The S&P 500 up 4.5 at 5301. The NASDAQ up 14 points at 16,711. Meanwhile, gold up 29.90 an ounce, oil up 36 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Sunny skies today with a high near 103. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming northwest. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Increasing clouds this evening with a low around 73. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 100. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, increasing to 10 to 15 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Sunny on Sunday with a high near 99. West winds continue 5 to 10 miles an hour, increasing to 10 to 15 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. 76 degrees, 58% our relative humidity. Wind right now out of the north 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days every year.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kafin. Early morning trouble for the world's #1 golfer near the entrance to the club where the PGA Championship is being played. Here's CBS's Jim Krasula.
Scotty Scheffler was handcuffed and arrested by Louisville, Kentucky police after he apparently drove around a police blockade. Officers were investigating the death of a pedestrian who was hit by a shuttle bus outside the Valhalla Golf Club. His arrest was videoed by an ESPN reporter.
Right now, he's going to jail. Okay. He's going to jail. And it ain't nothing you can do about it, period.
Scheffler is facing charges including second-degree assault of a police officer. In a written statement, Scheffler said, quote, "There was a big misunderstanding of what I thought I was being asked to do. I never intended to disregard any police instructions."
At least 4 people were killed when destructive storms blasted the Houston area.
It sounded like a train horn, like 10 train horns, like everything you've heard from people that live through tornadoes.
Hundreds of thousands don't have power. CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson.
We also saw not just winds strong enough to blow out windows in the tops of skyscrapers in Houston, but also ones strong enough to bring down high-tension power poles.
The first trucks packed with aid have crossed that Gaza pier that was built by the U.S. military. CBS's Cammie McCormick reports on other complications in the region.
The biggest real issue right now is fuel.
The World Health Organization says with the important Rafah border crossing still closed, UN and humanitarian teams can't be moved, supplies cannot be trucked in, and hospitals are running low. The organization's Tarek Jazarovich.
We don't have medical supplies. We don't have a fuel. We have a situation where we cannot move physically.
A lack of fuel could also delay distribution of food from the U.S.-built pier in Gaza.
A New Mexico judge holds a hearing today on whether to dismiss a grand jury indictment against Alec Baldwin in the fatal shooting on the set of the film Rust.
Alec Baldwin's motion to dismiss is his last-ditch attempt to try and get rid of this involuntary manslaughter charge before it goes to trial.
Legal analyst Jessica Levinson says Baldwin lawyers accuse prosecutors of unfair maneuvers during the grand jury proceedings. There's news about Paul McCartney.
I don't care too much for money. Money got
Money may not buy love, but he is apparently a billionaire. A new Sunday Times list in Britain says he's now worth $1.27 billion, the first British musician to reach that lofty mark. Checking Wall Street. Right now the Dow is up 37 points, the NASDAQ is up 14, and the S&P 500 is up 1.5. This is CBS News.
Switch to T-Mobile and save with tons of benefits on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Use the savings calculator to find out how at T-Mobile.com/switch.
It's better. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Like 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. It's better. At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. Switch today.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, we have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions. They'll tell you if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-710-5220 to speak with a live person now.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The man convicted in a politically charged attack nearly 2 years ago will be sentenced today.
David DePape was convicted last year of attacking Paul Pelosi at home in October 2022.
The suspect pulled the hammer away from Mr. Pelosi and violently assaulted him with it.
DePape later admitted he planned to hold Nancy Pelosi hostage and break her kneecaps if she lied to him. She wasn't at home at the time. Paul Pelosi did recover from his injuries. Prosecutors are asking for a 40-year prison sentence for his attacker. Peter King, CBS News.
Google is asking that a federal judge rather than a jury decide whether it violated antitrust laws by building a monopoly on the technology that powers online advertising. The antitrust case is set to go before a jury in September. It's one of 2 major lawsuits the government has brought against Google. The other focuses on Google's dominance as a search engine. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
12:30.